How do you feel now that it's out in the world?
I
watched it last night.
Thank you for watching, man.
I mean, it was just as good on, and that's my only fear was, is this going to be just as good on TV as it is live? And it was just as good.
Oh man, that's great. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's very validating, and we work really hard on it, and it's cool to work really hard on something and then put it out there in the world. And like the most distilled version of your creativity. Because I know like sometimes we're out here potting, we're just talking shit, crazy stuff. Everything can be interpreted in a different way. But when you work really hard on a book or a comedy special or whatever, it's not a lot of room for that interpretation. You're really like distilling it down, and
you honed in.
Yes,
it's sharp.
Yeah,
it's strategic. It's sniping.
Yeah,
we're not sniping in here. Here we just, you sniping.
Yeah. So it just felt cool, and like just hearing all these, it felt really cool to hear all these stories that people had that were similar, like their fertility journeys, and also just people taking pictures with their kids. They'd like send me these pictures, and I don't know, I got, it sounds cliche, but like just crazy warmth from people. This great gratitude, this like overwhelming gratitude people had for being able to have families. And the amount of people who've gone through something similar, it's like crazy. It's cool that they in some way feel kind of like recognized or seen, or like are able to laugh at that hard part of their life. So yeah, I'm on a little bit of a high right now, not that much sleep, but it's been cool.
I mean, that's what, Jesus Christ, the farting won't stop. What's crazy is that's what you said, the right word, the warmth of it all.
Yeah.
Because I know people were not expecting that from Andrew Schulz.
Yeah.
They think Andrew Schulz is cold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know that they weren't expecting to feel that. When you got thugs texting like, yo, man, Andrew Schulz special made me laugh till I was crying, then actually cry.
That was the coolest.
That was Nori.
That was the coolest. Yeah, that was so cool.
And Hawaii was like, yo, I literally was laughing, then cried. That was his exact words.
That's the coolest, or one of the coolest responses, like people telling that they laughed and then they also cried and then they laughed again. And just to make something, man, that made people feel like that. That's what I felt we did with the live show, and I was hoping it would transcend. And yeah, just to have people go through those emotions, I feel very proud to create something that, yeah.
And I know people will say I'm biased, but this is one of the first specials I've seen in recent times that was actually special.
Yeah.
Like when I think of specials that have been special, I think of, like, I give Neil Brennan a lot of props. I think what Neil Brennan does with his specials is actually special.
Yeah.
It's like, everybody else. Like, I guess, I give Chris Rock props because he did it live. Like, he was probably the first comedian I saw do it live, which I would not recommend any comedian to do.
I would not recommend it, doing it live.
But it's still something about it that makes it special.
It's incredibly brave.
Yes.
But like catching it live, like it's just so difficult. It's like catching standard, like your editor needs to know your set to a T so he can edit the camera angles for those jokes live. Like so much goes into it. I wouldn't do it live.
But yours is a special, because I'm like, number one, I've never seen this content before. Salute to Lulu and Lala, the homies Lulu and Lala.
Oh, shout out to them, man.
They posted something today, just like, I think it said something like, let me read it. What I'm talking about. I don't want to paraphrase. What did they say? I'm acting like we not on a podcast where I can just pull this up. They said, because it's the sentiment that I feel like a lot of people have. They said,
shout Lulu and
salute to Lulu. Oh yeah, okay, here it goes. Laugh so hard at Andrew Schulz stand up on Netflix. Congrats and thanks for being so open about something so personal. And to me, that is what makes things special.
Yeah, art.
Not just comedy, just art.
Yeah.
When you're willing to be vulnerable about something that people aren't vulnerable about, and then you're able to, especially a topic like that, to be able to take that and put it into a 59-minute comedy special and make it entertaining, funny, and you still feel what you're supposed to feel from it. Come on, man.
Respect, man. Thank you so much.
If you don't want to Emmy something wrong.
That would be awesome.
I really feel that way. If you don't want to Emmy something, it's fucking wrong.
That would be fucking awesome, man. That would be really cool. That'd be really cool.
I thought it was great.
Thank you, man. And shout out Kate Hudson and Chet Hanks. We're going to have to take y'all out.
What is that? Why is that number one?
They got we're number 2 right now on Netflix, which is fucking awesome. But obviously, you know me, I'm the most ambitious motherfucker. So it's like.
It is awesome when you think about the thousands of pieces of content that's on fucking Netflix.
It's just number 2. That's the other thing that's crazy. It's not just like in comedy specials.
Yes.
Like comedy specials number 1, but in just everything on Netflix.
And don't get it fucked up. There's old stuff on Netflix that still cracks the top 10.
So
you're competing against thousands of shit.
We beat the new Robert De Niro show.
Wow.
Yeah, multiple days in a row. We beat Meghan Markle's whack ass shit. Like it was cool.
I didn't know she had something. What she got?
She got
some. Robert De Niro had nothing either.
Yeah, his shit is called New Day or something like that. And it was fire. It was really cool. But they got that show like Running Point or something like that. And I think Chet's the man. I think
he'll get to number 1.
But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. 100%. Once the Brilliant Idiots get after it.
Brilliant Idiots massive. Go do what you need to do.
Let's go.
I just thought it was fantastic, man. And it's only been a few days.
2 days now that we're recording this. Yeah.
But it's just I think it's gonna be one of them ones. And you're sharp on there, bro.
Thank you, man.
Like sharp.
Thank you, man.
Like, oh shit, Andrew is funny.
Thank you, man. Yeah. I didn't want to half-ass it. We toured that shit for like 2 years.
You did.
That's the thing. And like I probably developed it for like 3. And it was yeah, we worked really hard on it. And that's something that like I would like to change. Not change, but I think is important that like working hard on something is cool. Like half-assing shit is not cool. I think there's a little bit of sentiment out there like if I don't gotta care. I don't gotta care. Yeah, I don't really care that much about it. It's like, well, this is what I've done with my entire life, so I really fucking care about it. I'm gonna work really hard at it. And if I fail working really hard, I can accept that. But I refuse to put some half-ass shit out.
That's why, we have all these conversations about content creators. Yeah, everybody that's in the podcast space, everybody that's in the YouTube space, you're a content creator, but you're only making one type of content.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're like, to me, a guy like a Drewski,
yeah,
he takes time crafting these sketches,
yeah,
right? And then he puts them out into the world, and that's why they hit the way that they do.
You said a really good thing about the Drewski thing, about him being really tapped into like cultural sentiment.
Cultural sentiment.
Like he understands what people are feeling.
That's right.
And he's making these sketches about the topics or the trends that he finds people feeling. And that's probably why they're so successful, because there's this like unbelievable relatability. Even if that's not your life, someone like that. And that seems to be what explodes, I find.
That's what real comics do.
Yeah.
Real comics take time to live life. They tap into something. For you, it was a personal experience.
Yeah.
And whether you realized it or not, this was a personal experience that so many people have gone through.
I had no clue, man. And
you want to laugh about it.
That's the thing. This is like the most devastating shit that you go through in your life, but it is funny. Like when you come out the other end of it, it is so, I remember, like, even the little shit that I would say. Like, I remember when I did one sperm sample, and the doctor was saying how like my sperm not only wasn't swimming well, they were like shaped weird. And I remember, they said they were shaped weird. And I said to him, I was like, well, maybe they hit the cup hard and it like mutated them.
That's a good point.
That's
what I said. Liquid takes the shape of whatever it fucking touches.
Oh, I was thinking it was like in 9/11. I think it was like just blunt force trauma, like it hit the cup and then, whatever. And the way the doctor looked at me and was like, yeah, I really don't think it's that. I just think they're shaped weird.
He had no idea you're a comedian, huh?
Nah, none of them know. Also, like, my wife's OBGYN, when they all told her that I was a comedian, her reaction was like the most fucking Asian lady reaction ever.
What you gonna do now?
What?
Sorry, this is the second most Asian lady.
Okay.
She goes, really? He's not funny at all.
God.
I said, lady, I'm not laughing when I'm in here.
Yeah, because you're serious.
I'm going through it. I'm going through it right now. I'm trying to get my wife pregnant with a whole team of scientists. I'm not having fun.
The thing I like about the special the most is that, well, that's a lot I like about it. But when I saw it the first time, the first thing I said to myself was, number one, I never seen nobody approach that subject. But number two, from the male perspective.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that's probably more unique, this idea. Yes. Infertility, a lot of times, is we talk about from the female perspective. Because men, we can't believe there could ever be our fault.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we're terrified of getting women pregnant our whole life. So the fact that it was me, it actually made me feel more comfortable talking about it. Because if it was my wife only, I don't know if I could go up there and talk about it like that. I would feel like I was
explain that now. If
it was my wife's issue, I would feel so uncomfortable exposing that thing that she would be devastated by.
Absolutely.
So there was a little bit more freedom. Like, you know, I make fun of everybody, but I also make fun of myself.
It's
like,
self-deprecating.
It's the most.
You cannot watch, if you watch that special and you get mad at Andrew Schulz ever again for clowning somebody, you're just being biased.
I gave you the nuke on me. Anybody who wants to make fun of me for the red, Taylor almost made me commit suicide.
Taylor shot the nuke for no reason.
Immediately.
I'm like, yo, Taylor, there was no need to press the red button.
She nuked me twice.
No, I just remember the first one.
No, she nuked me once, and then she got pregnant by accident. That's 2 nukes.
Yeah, you're right.
She's at Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
You're right. It made no sense for Taylor to hit that nuke back then for no goddamn, and nobody knew what was going on.
Just me.
I don't even think you ain't even had the material for the special yet.
Well, it motivated me.
Look, let me get ahead of it.
I called a doctor that night. How we get this girl knocked up?
Listen, man, you should be very happy for creating a body of work that will stand the test of time.
Thank you, bro.
And you created a body. It's for comedians. It's like your album.
It's
like, yo, you put out a dope ass album. Like, you put out an album. To me, that is a classic.
Thank you.
But once again, everybody gonna say I'm biased. You know what I mean? But all I do is tell you, go watch the shit for yourself.
Yeah, you go watch it.
You know?
You see. Hopefully you like it, and hopefully you get something from it. And shout out everybody that worked on it, man. Like the amount of people that made this amazing. You know, shout out the whole team. Like everybody from Dove, Cheryl, Rob, Shifty editing it, Mark being in there editing it with me, Vala putting together the video pieces, like the whole.
Giving them credit, man. Man, giving them the credit, and the credits is everything.
Oh, absolutely, man. I gave my wife a chief.
She got a I saw that.
Executive baby creator. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it said. I just thought it said executive. I wasn't paying.
We made like a fake credit.
But you know, the Netflix thing gets small after, so I didn't know. I didn't see all that.
Yeah, but no, everybody needs that, man. Especially the behind the scenes people, because
they make it happen.
Yep.
They make you look good.
If people haven't watched it yet, I would recommend watching it with surround sound if you have.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds phenomenal.
Oh, like Tom Cassetta.
You're audio, you're hearing laughs from different parts of the room and shit like that. It feels like you're there.
That's the thing. I'm glad you pointed that out, because Tom Cassetta is a genius, and he does all of our audio, and we've told him to do every comedian's audio, and he had so many mics around it. And again, if you're watching on your laptop, it is one experience, but if you do have like a surround sound system, you'll hear laughs to your right and left, and it's designed in that way. So if you're at home in your system, you feel like you're at the show a little bit. Yeah.
And go ahead, what the hell?
I was gonna say, it's also cool because you were able to do exactly how you wanted it. Because last time they were trying to make you not like cut some stuff out.
Yeah, they were cool. They were very cool. And shout out to Netflix for letting me do that, man. I really appreciate that.
And just creating a piece of content that that means something. I just feel like you see a lot of shit nowadays that's just like yuck it up for the moment type shit.
It's like everything is a reaction channel.
Yeah, man.
And like, which is fine too. We're out here reacting to shit. Don't get me wrong, but there is something about. I would love everybody that reacts to stuff to create something and put it out to be judged, because you might have a different feeling towards the reactions you have. Like, that's why even with the thing with Kendrick, like I really admire somebody, like the halftime performance. I admire somebody putting something out and working hard on something to be judged by the world.
Absolutely.
There is admiration, regardless of what else went down. So,
and you take what comes with it.
You got to.
Because art is subjective.
Yep.
Period. Like if you're the type of person that puts something out to the world and all you can stand is the good comments, you're not built for this. Like, because everybody gonna have an opinion. Some people gonna like it. Some people not gonna like it. Some people not even gonna give a fuck. So who should you focus on?
Yep.
None of it. Exactly.
Yeah.
I did the best work that I possibly could. Yeah. I gave it to the world. Hey, y'all have at it, man.
Also, I got to say something. Aaron the plumber DM'd me because he heard us talking about it, and he was like, yo. he goes, listen, man, thank you guys for shouting me on the show. Yo, I'm a huge fan of Charlamagne. I read his book while I was locked up. It changed my life, and it really helped me be like a productive person when I came out of prison.
Really?
Yeah. So that shit has impact too. Like when you create those darts, you create that really distilled version of art. It hits people in a different way, man.
And I think, it's so funny you said that. because there's people that'll watch us do this, or watch me on Breakfast Club, watch you on Flagrant, and not realize that there's other things that we do that might be a little bit sharper.
Yeah.
Like, and me and Envy was talking about this today, because there's people that don't even know Envy's a DJ. So there's people that don't know you do stand-up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, there might be people that don't know I write books, you know? But those are it's just interesting to watch.
Like, I remember when you would do Donkey the Day, it was this thing that, like, I feel like a lot of the comedy world really tuned into, because we're used to writing jokes. Like, we're used to roasts and we're used to these things. And it was like to me, at least when I saw it, it was like this distilled version of your comedic opinion on a thing or your serious opinion on a thing. And which is different than a conversation, but it's a really good, like, look into how somebody's brain works. And the books and, like, just finding those different things, I think is, it's just cool to pull it out, and I feel I'm like so stoked people really fuck with it, man.
What do you do after you get this out to the world? How soon do you start?
I gotta live a little.
You gotta live a little. Every comedian says that. You gotta live a little.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta live, because I wouldn't have been able to do this one if I didn't live.
Yeah.
I feel like if I just keep touring nonstop, I end up writing like a little bit different version of the same joke. Because it's a different joke, but it's the same kind of. And when you take some time off, new shit affects you. And then you go up with that new shit affecting you, and you got to start all over, and it's brutal and humbling, and I'm going to fucking bomb.
Do you hear that, Drake? No, I'm dead serious.
You're making a point.
This is why Kendrick's music, or even a J. Cole's music, will matter more as time goes on, because you got to take a break, okay?
Yeah.
And I just said that for the Drake people, for the people that be like, yo, Charlamagne is always hating on Drake. You know what I mean? I wanted you to tune in to the first 15, 20 minutes of this podcast and let you know how consistent I am.
Okay? He gonna put you in his next rap.
Okay. I just want you to know how consistent I am.
You are consistent.
Very consistent. Yeah, man, very proud of you, man. It's phenomenal special.
And I appreciate all your support and all your guys' support through this whole thing. You know, you guys knew I was going through it even before I was talking about it publicly. So, you guys saw the whole journey of it.
Yeah, but you kind of never know how much a person is going through. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, there was episodes of Brilliant Idiots. You can even look at the comments. I would be yawning a lot. And people are like, oh, Schulz is exhausted, or Schulz whatever.
You fucking drained.
I was
cum left. Like, you just a cumless human. There's only two cumless humans on this planet.
Me and women.
Elon Musk, Andrew, and I guess some women. But you was fucking jerking off all the fucking time.
So, apparently I was so stressed. I got this thing called... it's like anxiety-induced asphyxiation or something like that. So you never feel like you can get a full breath.
Wow.
So like for months, I would breathe and it never felt like I got a full breath. And then what your body does is it starts to get, your body starts to yawn as a reset.
Yo, that's crazy, because I would notice sometimes you would just pause for a second and go,
yes.
Like, take these deep ass breaths.
Yeah. And I just couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
And it was weird. When I would go on stage, I could breathe again because my brain was focused on a task. So,
wow.
But when I was in like a more casual setting like this, the anxiety, sometimes your body has a limit, I guess. And it just shuts down. It happens with like depression, it happens with anxiety. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I thought I had a heart problem. I went to the doctor and shit. That's when we both got the same doctor.
Puma, yeah.
And it was just, it's crazy, man.
What did your wife think?
Man, she's just really happy and she's really proud. And like, I think she's really proud of me. And I also think she's really proud that like the story is shared, because I think there's a lot of other people, even her friends, that are going through similar things. And I feel like, I don't know, that maybe they felt a little bit normalized and they felt a little seen. And so she's just really proud, man.
That's going to be sad when a lot of these women find out it's not the guy, though. But it's them. No, I'm just saying, like, you can't say you're going through similar things.
Son, I told you I prayed the night before, right?
About what?
The night before we got our results.
Yeah.
I was so sure it was my wife, and I knew it was going to kill her. And I said a prayer. and I don't really be praying like that, but I was in my bathroom and I was like, God, if there's a problem, make it my fault because I don't think she can handle it. And God was like, say less. I should have been praying the other 39 years of my life. What was I doing?
It worked out though.
No, for real.
Let's do some all memes matter.
I have a question.
We'll be coming back to the life.
When can your daughter see the special?
Well, yeah, I'm not
God
protective
dang,
of that.
Taylor,
I'm not.
I just want to know.
Is she won yet?
She could be.
She's not won yet.
Yeah, she's won. She's
won now?
13 months.
13 months, yeah.
But I don't. Whenever she's like old enough to watch shit, I would let her do it. There's some wild stuff in there, but
yo, that's gonna be fire.
Yeah.
You get to watch a special to see, how you were conceived.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fire.
bro, when I know like the moment I imagine it happening. Like, I imagine, like, us grounding her or something like that because she did some fuck shit and she's upset us. She's like, y'all don't even love me. Y'all don't even care. And then I'm going to go, all right, you don't think we love you? This is what your mom went through so that we could bring you into this world.
And she gonna be like, who cares? What is 30,000?
Yeah, no.
What is 30,000?
You think that's gonna work? That shit.
No, what I'm gonna say is, look, at one point we really did want you.
Yeah.
And then you must have done some fuck shit in between now and then to make us feel like this towards you.
Oh my gosh.
Look how excited we were.
Life is good.
Before you were talking back.
You could still be in the lab. You could be one of the 5 still in the lab right
You got
now.
your brothers and sisters right there frozen right now. Okay? Stop playing with me.
For real. That's fine. That's actually like, what's that Stevie Wonder song where the Stevie Wonder's baby is born and they got the baby crying on it? Oh, what song is that, man?
Isn't she lovely?
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? I think it is Isn't She Lovely. That's fire. Yo. You did the comedy version of Isn't She Lovely. Because your child is going to be able to watch that in the future and be like, oh, shit.
But if she talks shit like Taylor did, there's going to be a problem. If she talks even a little bit of shit, I'm letting her know, Shiloh, right now.
See,
hey,
let me, for people who don't remember the joke, we can insert it. But this is after Taylor and Schultz raced, and Schultz was giving her shit for weeks.
This is years after.
yeah,
that.
we raced like 2 years before.
Yeah, but you kept giving her shit for it.
I did.
And Taylor was like, yo, I'm faster than your sperm, though.
Andrew,
When
let
I
me tell you
last
something.
week,
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, though. I could run faster than your sperm, though, so relax.
What? He's a comedian. That is comedian.
That's funny.
You got comedian. That's
I dropped one of Pooh's bombs.
Like, why would you do that?
You should see my face. I just go like this. I go, ooh, it's funny though. It's funny though. You can leave it in. It's funny, but that hurt.
The comedian side really came out.
The comedian side was like, yeah, but the human side was like, God damn. Those are the best jokes, though.
That's the best.
Like, if you're not causing people pain, is it funny?
Nah, everybody gets these jokes, man.
I was convinced you workshopped that one with her because that sounded like some Charlamagne right
No,
That was evil.
Why would I say that to my
When I
friend?
get
Because you
angry
evil.
enough-
That's what I thought about her.
Like,
When
God
I get angry
dang.
enough, I hit below the belt. I can be very
She was
mean.
mad. Like, Jesus
mad
Christ, I
as
just want to
hell.
make you laugh, not commit suicide.
No, that was diabolical.
God damn.
She said that shit. I was like, I took one of my deep breaths.